Hey guys, the FM Gaffer here. Welcome to episode 32 of my Juventus take with Napoli. Now, since the last episode against Inter Milan, I think it was, we've had some really good wins with the tactics, so it's been going fairly well. But the last game against Palermo, they did tactically beat us, and I'm not quite sure what they did. I mean, I had a look at the Pro Zone, and I'm pretty sure it's because they stayed quite narrow on the left-hand side. I don't know how they did that and not on the right-hand side, though they were fairly narrow both sides. And I think that meant that, obviously, the inside forward in Bernardo Silva couldn't cut inside. So maybe at that point we should look to switch him up to a winger, even though it's not his best position. But yeah, that's just a tactical thing I noticed. But yeah, let's go through the results. So yeah, that Inter game was a really good win last time out. Played quite well in that one, and yeah, since then, 3 wins on the spin. So we beat Carpi 2-1. Good result this one, had to rely on an 89th minute winner, but we definitely deserved it. Paulo Dybala and Alvaro Morata with the goals. Holly Bass got their goal. We then beat Spezia in the Italian Cup first round. Barbosa got 2 on this occasion, and Dybala got the other one. Really good, solid performance all round. And then a tremendous performance against Pescara in the league. 4-0 win, even though we were down to 10 men. Bernardo Silva got 2, Richelli Bazor got 2. One of Bernardo Silva's was after Pogba got his red card. So yeah, really good win. And then yeah, as I said, this Palermo game, Simone Verdi gave them the lead, and as you can see, there a new signing, Axel Witsel, got sent off. So I don't think you've seen any of my signings. I think I don't think you'd seen any of them, although maybe you had. I can't actually remember. You probably saw all these. I haven't recorded in a while, as you can probably tell, but yeah. Oh no, that's the 4th of the 12th, not the 4th of the 1st. So, okay, yeah, no, so you wouldn't have done any of these. So yeah, these are my transfers. I got a lot in the making, as you can see there. But let's start with the outs. So we're looking at January, which isn't a lot of this section. So looking at Teixeira down there. So Teixeira was a part of a part exchange deal, which you can see on the other side there. I'm not going to go through that. Alvaro Morata. Now, I mentioned last episode that Real Madrid had that buyback clause. If they want him, they only have to pay £21.5 million, and they've got him. And it's so annoying that we've had to lose him to Real Madrid because of this. I mean, I knew it was going to come in at some point. They had no interest. Maybe I jinxed it by saying it, but yeah, he's been in good form, and of course they came in for him. So Morata has left the club. However, I didn't feel I needed to particularly strengthen. If I'm honest, we've got some good strikers. We brought in Embolo, we've got Barbosa, we've got Dybala, we've got Del Piero if we need him. Pretty sure there's another one as well that I've just neglected to mention. Maybe not. But still, yeah, we have strength and depth. I don't know what I said. Oh yeah, we've got the of course we've got Seth Afari, who is on loan, and we've also got the other striker on loan. No, I'm thinking of the Wigan save. What am I on about? Do we have any strikers? No, we don't really. Okay, maybe a striker is something. I to be honest, I identified a striker. I was like, should I bring another one in? I think we have enough. But yeah, no, we only have those 4, and of course, Del Piero's retiring at the end of the season. But yeah, the big thing that I wanted to gain was a good ball-winning midfielder, because all the people we had in that position. Well, to be honest, the only people we have in ball-winning midfield is Romero. Because Richelli Bazor were training in there, but he's naturally a deep line playmaker. So is Witsel, so is even Macau, although Macau is not out the door. Neustadt, who we had, he was a good ball midfielder, but we let him go because he wasn't particularly good enough. Wilshire's a playmaker. Tellerico, he's a youngster. And yeah, well, Nicholas Stark is the guy that we brought in. So, returning, had a bit of a detour there, but yeah. After Alvaro Morata, Robin Nosh went out for £2.5 million. So we made a 200k loss on what we signed him for in the summer. He was always a backup, and even though we now play 3 centre-backs, he just wasn't getting first-team football. So I decided to let him go for the good of his career. We were paying him about £25,000 in wages, which we could have done with. So I was quite happy to lose him to Atlanta for £2.5 million. Livero, just a reserve player, went on a free to Cittadella, which is quite happy to get him off the wage bill. Chanaloglu has gone to Liverpool for 20 million. Now the free kick taking stat and the corner stat and pretty much the long shots, even though he's a very good player anyway, were really the only reasons I was keeping Chanaloglu around, because I wasn't planning on playing an attacking midfielder anymore in our formation. And I think if we've replaced him with a good free kick / corner taker with this man, 17 and 17 on them, so not quite as good as Çalhanoğlu. It was 18 and 18. Was alright, yeah. So it's not quite as good, but still it's a good replacement. But Kolarov isn't always going to be playing, but then again, neither was Çalhanoğlu. Also, this guy. But we just I can't wait to get onto that later. So yeah, Çalhanoğlu has gone out to Liverpool, £20 million fee, not too bad. Quite happy to receive it. He was on a big wage and he just didn't fit the formation, so I thought there was no point in keeping him to the summer. I think Willems here going out on loan, as we've got in a couple of other left backs in Kolarov and Carlos. I thought it was best to let him go on loan. He's on first team football. They said they play in first team football. I think I am right about that. Yeah. At Roma, as you can see, he was rotation here, paying all of their wages till the end of the season. I thought it was a pretty good deal. So yeah, let him go out on loan. And finally, Roman Neustadt has gone to Galatasaray for £1 million. I probably could have got a little bit more out of him, but we signed him on the free in the summer, and he did well in patches. But we have now, we only have 2 midfielders now, as before we could have 3. We had 3, possibly even 4. So I felt that he was not as necessary as he was earlier in the season. Although credit to him, he did do well, and we have made £1 million profit. So on to the ends. Axel Witsel I mean, many people doing a save with a big club will have signed this guy just because he's just so versatile. He has every stat above 10, above like 11, apart from those 3 there. And they're long throws, marking, and tackling, which are really defensive attributes. He's a really good deep line playmaker, and he's going to be a really good backup for Pogba. And he can definitely play in that ball-winning midfield role as well, if necessary. I mean, he's not too great on it, but he has the mentals and the physicals for it. So yeah, really good player. And he's just a fantastic backup to have at any club that you have. And £6 million, he was on the transfer list. I thought it was good to pick him up. Now Kolarov, we've swapped him directly for Teixeira. There's no money involved. And I'm quite happy with this deal. Though Teixeira was worth quite a bit more, and now his value's jumped up. It was actually that for us for a bit, but then it went all the way down to about 20 million. Kolarov's in the end, their asking price for him was 13.5 million, I think. So in theory, at the time, we made a 7.5 million pound loss on him. But Teixeira wasn't fitting into our formation. Kolarov was, and like I said, the free kicks and stuff. Also, I wanted a really good quality, experienced, maybe not as attacking replacement for Alexandro, not replacement, rotational option is what I mean. So I thought Kolarov fit that bill pretty perfectly. When I was looking at left backs, and I found Kolarov by looking at certain attributes and stuff. Roberto Carlos popped up, and I had no idea he was still in the game, let alone a player in the game, playing for Rosario Central in the Argentinian First Division. He's been at Andy Mahachkala. That's the last place I remember him at. He went to Delhi Dynamos, I think like Delhi Dynamos. There you go, they are. And then yeah, he went back to Argentina. Well, not back to Argentina. He's Brazilian, but he went to Argentina. Still played quite a bit. He's already played once for us. I think he came on from the bench, didn't he? Yeah, against Palermo. Just wanted to get him his debut because things weren't going particularly great against Palermo. But yeah, Roberto Carlos, just the living legend, and he could be a really good person to bring in as a coach. But he is pretty good still. He's a bit one of those like Del Piero who would just ignore this column, and he is a tremendously good player. Long throw is also very good, so that's something to look at. Long shots, and his free kick taking isn't great, but we all know the free kick that Roberto Carlos is known for. 43 years of age now. Wow. Yeah, he could play a role. Finally, we look at this guy Nicholas Stark, and we have paid 29.5 million. That is his release clause. That's his release clause to people in major continental competitions such as ourselves. But he is the best ball-winning midfielder on the market. I literally couldn't find anyone. And then I just looked down and I was like, I might as well click on this guy because he had fairly good potential. Not really that great, but when you look at the stats, he is perfect for it. Marking 16, tackling 15, teamwork 18, work rate 17. Everything is above 15 in the blue. And the key ones, marking and positioning, are also pretty high as well. Acceleration, it's not that big a deal really. I don't think they should have included it. I'd say some other physicals like agility and balance are better for this sort of situation. His passing is 12, and as he's a midfielder, we're looking to train that up. But I reckon this guy is a really good player. His star rating doesn't say it because there's other attributes that don't matter as much. I mean, I know that's bad to say, but like finishing, dribbling, crossing, corners, free kick taking, long throws, penalty taking, off the ball. He's not going to be off the ball. He's just going to be tackling and passing straight away. Flair, it's not going to matter. So this guy, even though his star rating suggests it, is a really, really good player. And I think 29.5 million is a little bit expensive, but it could be money well spent. So there you go, there's the transfers, and we've already gone through the schedule, of course. So, don't know why I'm on the screen, but if we actually have a look at the league table, we're playing Napoli today, who are sitting second. A win could propel us all the way to 6th place, so actually not that far. However, then we're 1 point off these two teams and 2 points off these two teams. So we're, without a doubt, not out of it. It hasn't been a great start, but hopefully now that we've got the tactic of dreams. I call it the number 2 tactic, by the way. I don't think I mentioned that last time. Obviously, yeah, we've got Genoa in the Tim Cup, we've got Man City in the Champions League, and we've already won that. So it's not, a quadruple is not out of the question. So this is the team we're going with today. We're going to have Geronimo Rulli in goal. He's only played 3 times compared to Buffon's 23, but I thought today, against a really good opposition, would be a good time to test him. He is a fairly good player. I don't know why. 3.5 star, yeah? Current ability. Goalkeeper defender is his absolute best duty. That is what he is, yet he is 3 star on here, which I just don't get. Maybe it's... I just don't get it. That doesn't help. Nope, so I don't know what I'm missing there, but usually that's the way it works. But yeah, Rulli has got better as a player, certainly, since he's come. His one-on-ones in particular really impressed me, 18. Reflexes 18 as well. He has tremendous stats for this role. And he also has the right mentals for a keeper, composure, decisions, anticipation you see there. Bravery even, diving in at the feet. Concentration is also quite important, but it isn't as high, but it's still pretty high. So Rulli is a really good goalkeeper, and I forget that. So yeah, in the back 4, we've got Lichtsteiner, Marquinhos, Chiellini, Zuma. We've got Sandro at the wing-back role. We've got Pogba and Romero in the middle of midfield, playing Romero in that ball in midfield, rather than Bazor. Though Bazor will probably come on, maybe to actually start to make his debut is probably going to be the more likely candidate. Got Bernardo Silva in the inside forward. I realised that Barbosa and Mbolo, their best role, and they play it quite well, and because it is a right midfield role, is that inside forward role on the right hand side. So if you look, Mbolo's not too bad there either. So yeah, that is something I would definitely look to utilise, because obviously Bernardo Silva is really the only right midfielder that we have there at the current moment of time. Although Matias Pereira has come back to the club after he was on loan to Atletico Paranaense, but we're going to loan him out to Goiás or Gremio, because they're the only ones that offered first team football at attacking midfield right with 100% of the wages. So that's where he's probably going. Back to Brazil. I've got the Brazilian leagues on now, so we'll be playing a bit more, and it'll actually be affecting his attributes hopefully a bit more. Witzel's suspended from his last game, so yeah, obviously he got sent off against Palermo. So otherwise he would be in this matchday squad. But this is the team I'm going with. We got a bench of Buffon, Damian, Stark, Mbolo, Roberto Carlos, Bazur, Callum Chambers, Kolarov, Ferrero, Tallarico, Del Piero. So yeah, we're 1 sub short, unfortunately. That's probably due to Witzel. So we've only got one player. We've got one player to do the numbers. Stark, we've given him 19, I think that was. And we're favourites for the game, which sort of surprises me. But to be fair, recent form does suggest we've been very good. They've got a good partnership in Gabbiadini and Berardi up front. They've got Sami Khedira, obviously signed from us in the summer, and they've got Hamsik, who's always been a good playmaker. Raul Albiol and Samba is a solid defence. Well, Kirike is the former Tottenham defender. Seppi, I haven't heard a lot about. I'm not really too sure who he is. He's just his stats are actually pretty decent, to be fair. But yeah, I have no particular knowledge of him. They got the likes of Callahan, Insigne, and Zapata and Loic Remy that can all make an impact from the bench. So yeah, we have to be wary. But we're gonna look at the opposite instructions. So hard tackling on Hamsik, that's pretty good. We'll probably weaker foot both the strikers, tight mark them, because I think they're more of runners. So rather than like big men in the box. So yeah, we'll close them down too. As we don't want them getting any shots away or anything. And shall we hard tackle them? I think I'll just leave it for now on that. So we'll move to the team talk. Let's say just go there and relax and play an actual game. The result will come. Okay, didn't have as great reaction as I thought it might. Let's do some assertive I have faith, which should boost the morale. And let's get into this game here. Napoli, second in the league. It'll be a really good test to play them. So yeah, a win would leave us just 4 points away from them if I did my calculations correctly. Sorry, 3 points maybe. I think we'd go up to 32 and they go down to 35. So yeah, we'd only be 3 points behind them, which is key to get close to our rivals. So Dybala having an early shot there, but it not coming to anything. Another highlight straight away, and I love that we're playing so well that we create highlight upon highlight as Dybala's shot is fairly easily blocked, but forgotten his name, Alexandro got the ball in there, but it was blocked. Romero now whips in the corner. Bernardo Silva's in there. Khedira gets their way. Comes back out to Romero. And the deflection takes it into Seppi. But yeah, good opportunity created. Look good from set pieces as well, so that's not too bad. Possession-wise, we're dominating so far. We've had the only shot, although it wasn't on target, so it's not really anything to go by. We've committed 4 fouls already, and Pogba's already on a yellow card, having recently picked up a second bookable offence, red card. That is something to keep an eye on, although they have also picked up a yellow card. So yeah, stats-wise, it's pretty even so far, but they have a chance here as Hamsik, from a short free kick, fires very, very, very wide. Seppi now with the goal kick, that should be ours. Lichtsteiner does win it, and Bernardo Silva can now open up. He cuts inside really nicely, and instead finds like Alexandre because he was pretty crowded. And Dybala tries to flick the header on, but Seppi makes a relatively easy save there, so that's not badly done. Chiellini now with a long throw. Zuma back to Chiellini. Chiellini to Bernardo Silva. Will he whip it in? He does. Chiellini, he's in there. Oh, Dybala gets it home, and that is 1-0 against Napoli. 8th goal of the season for Paulo Dybala. He's really developing into the player that he can. I've seen in some saves this year he's turned into an absolute beast, and others that he hasn't turned in that great. I think he's sort of middle. He's a very good player, but not world class yet. But yeah, he's turned that away nicely. He had his back to goal, I think, and yeah, well, sort of he did a weird like sidestep thing to get to that, and just passed it into the empty net in the end. Good composure, and he managed to give us the lead there. Good first half an hour so far. So Zuniga now threatening for Napoli. Carlson, Berardi, and he instantly equalises. Wow, it's been 6 minutes, but a good sharp finish there from Berardi. Probably shouldn't have allowed him that much space in the box. We have got a tight mark on him, so that surprises me that we've done that. Actually, no, I don't particularly want to hard tackle him if he's getting space in the box. We should just be doing this. Maybe I should close down the attacking midfielder, tight mark them as well, and I'll do the same for Marek Hamsik, as he is a very creative playmaker as well. Hopefully that'll prevent them creating that much space in the box. But it hasn't happened so far in the highlights that we've seen, so hopefully that's a one-off. Bernardo Silva now plays it through to Barbosa, nicely played, and Barbosa having a snapshot there. Had some power on it, but Seppi managed to tip it wide nonetheless. Dybala now with a cross in, the corner in. Bernardo Silva, Pogba! Oh, could have been our second goal from a corner. Not badly played there, but Pogba firing fairly wide. So yeah, we're coming up to half time now, and I think it's going to go in 1-1. Disappointing performance in some ways, because we have really been the better team. However, we are level, and having had the lead, that is slightly annoying. However, a good performance, like I say. So yeah, it's not that bad. So I'm doing some I have faiths, and it's got 70 reactions, so that is not bad whatsoever. And hopefully we can get the lead again, and this time hold on to it. Though Bernardo Silva's lost it straight away there, which annoys me. Allen, it's one back, but Berardi now. Gabbiadini was offside. Kirikez now with a throw. Marek Hamsik. Kaizon. Why aren't we time marking him? Kirikez. There you go. Alexandre going to Khedira. Kaizon, and then Romero does well, but it comes back to Kaizon, and Lichtsteiner manages to clear that. Now Dybala, the complete forward here. He's really on his own, but now Pogba making that supporting run. Bernardo Silva headed it down for Barbosa there. Barbosa testing the goalkeeper, but to no avail. 5 minutes into the second half, that was a good opportunity created there, and it definitely could have resulted in goal. Unfortunately, it didn't though. Neither team's had a clear-cut chance so far, so to get a 1-0 draw and a couple of other chances is not too bad. I'm sure there's been a few half chances. Unfortunately, I don't have that on here because yeah, usually we want to see all the later scores, so it takes up space. But yeah, Kaizon now into Allen to Hamsik. I assume that isn't Johan, as yeah, it's spelled wrong as well. But yeah, Gabbiadini firing over there, not really threatening Rulli at all. Rulli had a decent performance so far. I haven't really noticed him. He let in the goal, but it was a really, really good finish. So I can't really blame him for that one. Zuniga now with the ball. Kaizon. They're building from deep. Maybe we should put a higher line on it. Something I'm just noticing from these highlights. So yeah, I think I'm going to push our line slightly higher. I don't want to miss any action though. Here's Hamsik. Although to be fair, they're finding it hard to penetrate our back five, sort of. So maybe it's working just to let them have their space, but then not do anything with it. I've seen a couple of those highlights where they've taken goal kicks out to the wings and just no one's there, and it's our players. We've got like 2 of them against 1 or 2 against 0 often, as it was there. As Pogba tests the goalkeeper again. We're making chances, which is really good. Having a few shots and a lot of them on target, which is good. Often we had a few shots and there were quite a few off target. But yeah, it's good that we're creating those chances. Napoli have only had 1 shot on target, which is annoying. So let's make these chances count. I'm going to bring off Alexandro for Alexander Kolarov. As it's the 68th minute, it's time to make changes, and he's quite tired. Bernardo Silva could use a break. Let's bring on Breel Embolo, a bit more attacking player. And Paul Pogba, he's a liability. Actually, no, I think I'll leave him on. Maybe I'll... Can Romero play that deep line playmaker role? I don't know if he can. But yeah, no, I'm just going to... Don't particularly want to bring off Romero. He's one of the fittest players, but no, I think I am going. So we're going no, I'm not going to swap them. We're just going to bring off Romero for Nicholas Stark. I want to give him his debut. So here he goes, Nicholas Stark, the 21-year-old making his debut, signed from Hertha Berlin for just under £30 million. Hopefully he can create something. Stark, well, not create. He's not a creative player, but he can keep it level as we go forward. As Kolarov hits one. Not a bad shot from Kolarov there, but Seppi making the save. Seppi plays it forward, but yeah, that's the end of the highlight. Pogba now with the ball in. I don't particularly want to say it as I think it will jinx it, but we've dominated this half so far, and that was nicely worked there. Pogba playing it to Embolo smartly instead of into the box as he was free, and Embolo getting a good shot away, but again not actually doing anything. So yeah, and I think this match is going to finish 1-1 despite us being really the dominant team in the game, which is annoying, but Napoli are a very good side and they've probably come out to frustrate us and look creative on the break. We have scored a goal, which is not bad, but yeah, I'm going to go attacking for the last 2 minutes because I believe we've been the best team, so we might as well do it for injury time, see if we can't create anything, but I doubt we will. Insigne plays to Guzman, Zuniga, here he is on the right hand side, plays back to Khedira, and there you go, full time, 1-1 draw. Not too bad, but I would have preferred a win. I mean, well, obviously I would have preferred a win, but I felt that we deserved a win. You're unlucky today, I'm going to say, because the unlucky... Oh, okay, I meant to do an unlucky team talk, I must have misclicked. But yeah, we'll say unlucky because really was. We put in the performances, but yeah, we're just not getting the goals. I really wish there was more like team talks that you could say about that, because that is a lot of the time the case. So yeah, maybe Football Manager next year we'll have that as an interview option. But yeah, the next time I will join you will probably be the Man City UEFA Champions League first knockout round, leg 1. It's the first leg. So I'll see you for that one, but I hope you guys have enjoyed this one. If you have, smash that like button. If you have any questions, put them in the comment section. And if you want to see more, hit that subscribe button. I've been the FM Gaffer. I'll see you guys next time.